I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. I don't know where my home is. I don't know where my something is. But baby, all I need for you to know is, all right, somebody saying goodbye. Somebody setting themselves free. Whoever you are, this could be you, Taurus, or this could be someone that is connected to you. Um, yeah, this could be you or someone that you're connected to with the Ten of Cups and Justice card. So this is definitely being set free. Being set free to like someone has had a whole perspective shift. All right, Taurus, you may have been going through a perspective shift. You may have been like letting go of whatever has been irritating you, like this chip on your shoulder, getting out of your head, getting back out there, especially if you work really hard and you, I don't know, maybe someone works two jobs here. Maybe Taurus, you work two jobs or you do two different things at the same time. You have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of stressful things going on in your personal life, but you're not going to let that get you down. I'm getting this energy like you're setting yourself free. For some of you, you're setting yourself free to get out there, start dating again. You're setting yourself free to work on your own personal goals. Like, even though you have these burdens and these routines that you have to commit to, I feel like you're not letting that stop you. All right, so if you're in this energy of not letting nobody stop you, not letting your circumstances stop you, and you just getting yourself back out there and living your life, kudos to you, Taurus, because it's already hard enough out here in these streets. But I'm just here to remind you that Spirit says keep doing that. You taking on the right attitude. You got the right attitude. All right, so maybe in the past you needed to get a new attitude, but right now Spirit is saying you got the right attitude. For others of you, there may have been some delays and it may have been supernatural, but you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. You know, I might be tired, but I'm gonna do it. So kudos to you as well. If y'all are new, welcome to our love nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot with Talk Tequila. If you are returning, welcome back, you guys. If you ever want to book a personal reading and you need guidance or advice in regards to your personal situation or clarity, you can book a pre-recorded reading with me. You can text me or you can book it directly at talktequila.com. So let's get the channel message. Y'all know I'm back with another channel message, so shout out to y'all. Let's see what Great Mother and Father has to say at this time, with spirit guides, angels, ancestors, whoever comes through in this reading. We are not going to try to control this energy. We're just going to accept whatever comes out. Heart activation. I told you. Ooh, look, we have Saint Francis. Okay, animal communication, activism, and service. Oh. Someone's putting their pain into purpose. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing that someone has decided to get out the bed, to get up, to set themselves free. This hourglass energy is like, you know what? I'm not going to be a victim to this situation anymore. I'm not going to let the memories of the past keep me from what I want. I'm not going to sulk on this situation. I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. I'm going to follow my heart. Someone could be a veterinarian, an activist, a politician. This is 2-2 here. So master number 22, that could be of significance for somebody. I'm also picking up this energy, plant power. So someone could do herbs, or they like to eat very clean. I'm picking up clean eating. Maybe you're finally saying, you know what, I'm ready to change my eating habit. I'm ready to change. I no longer want to drink. So I'm seeing a lot of energy of like no more drinking, sobriety. I'm also picking up energy around like avocados, drinking more water, going outside, listening to spirit guides. You may really connect with animals that try to talk to you in confirmation. Your heart is singing and is speaking to you. And you see how I started this song off talking about, I kept hearing, I'm like a bird, I want to fly away. Some of y'all are having this spiritual desire to just get back in nature. And there's a bird. Look at that. There's a bird on his chest. Yes, there's something that somebody wants to say. They want to get something off their chest. This is a heart-to-heart conversation as well for somebody here. And I feel like whatever was irritating someone and keeping them from having this heart to heart conversation, it's not a blockage for them anymore. For you or this person, yin and yang energy, just like I was saying, 2-2. All right, which we got 4. Balance. Someone is coming in to bring balance. All right, I'm hearing superhero. Someone has like a S on their chest. Lack consciousness. So I've picked up this energy. Sometimes it's easier to stay in that space of, oh my God, it'll never happen for me. It's easier to do that because there's this fear, right? It's just too much. It's too much to put your heart back out there. So there's this energy of like, I'm alone, right? I'm lacking love. I don't have love. I want love. But there's this space where at times I feel like this is you or someone else that really depends on you. I feel like you are healing yourself, but you're also healing someone else as well with this activism and service. When you feel good, the rest of the people around you that God calls you to, that sends you to, they feel good too. And when you're not feeling good, they don't feel good either. So it's like God is using you, Taurus. Look at that. Resilience, bold, sassy. The way that you persevere over obstacle after obstacle, the way that you continue to show up for yourself, the way that you love yourself, it's like God spent time with you to build this self-esteem, to build this confidence within you so that you never feel alone. And it's like God had to make you the example first. And now that you've built yourself up to a certain space of resilience, and you have this confidence, and you have this personality that was like built out the mud, okay, which means you had a past of dealing with anxiety, depression, worry, sleepless night, pessimism, all those different emotions. You conquered and you slayed those demons, okay. You were resilient enough to constantly check yourself, check your heart, making sure that this is not fear and this is what your heart is really trying to tell you. Some of y'all may get like thumps in your heart chakra. When you receive thumps in your heart chakra where your heart starts dun 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 dun, this is spirit's way of communicating with you. For some of you that resonate with that, this is also like the direct channel that the Most High speaks to you through, right? So you learned from experience. This is telling me that your experience from your entire life, no matter how long you are, you could be 38, 22, 35, it don't matter, 21, those major life events that you went through, when you were low at that point, the reason why you're chosen for this position, or the reason why you're chosen to be of service in this way, is because you know what it's like to be in that rut. You know what it's like to be in that sunken place. You have a past of knowing what it feels like to be stuck in grief, pain, feel like there's no tomorrow, feeling like you're a victim to the things and just overwhelmed by life. And because you're either going through those experiences or you're coming out of it, right? Now you can be of service to other people that are also struggling with that same level of consciousness. Because what you don't know is that, or maybe you do know this, when you should know this because you've been in this position, but when you think back to when you were in that rut, was it easy for you to hear God communicating with you? Like, was it easy for you to know or trust yourself? Or did you need to like listen to gospel music, or listen to like the pastor speak, or get some type of motivational life coach or something like that? Whatever it is that you did, whether it was self-help books, whether it was binaural beats, whatever you did to raise your frequency, my right ear is ringing. Now you can hear the voice of the Holy Spirit. Now you can hear the voice of those guides, those angels, because you lifted your emotional state, which is your heart center. All right. So now you know how difficult it was for you to hear it. So you're being put in a position to be of service, so you can speak to those people that are struggling from where you came from. You see what I'm saying? So this position that you're being guided to, or that you're currently sitting in, you are qualified for this position, not because you're going to receive the certifications or you received the accolades from other people, but because God said that's where they want you. That's where your angels, your guides, and your whole spiritual team has placed you. Where God has placed you, no man can tell you you're not meant to be there, right? So I feel like many of you may be dealing with being of service to those that are struggling with bringing balance and stability, from a physical standpoint. And here you are trying to remind them to, you're trying to be of service and remind them about love, and how to be bold and confident and have the self-esteem to believe in a different reality or a different perspective. But you can see from your own personal experiences, and this is where spirit is empowering you, Taurus, because spirit's asking you not to just start over, like, okay, I conquered that, I'm not trying to go back to that, but to dig deep inside of yourself, resonate with those experiences. Don't mean that you have to go back to that moment, but to pretty much, how can I say this? So let me give you an analogy or an example, okay? You know how, for example, when an actor is about to perform a role in a play or in a movie, there's a lot of preparation that goes into the embodiment of that character, right? So when, for example, I don't know her name, but the girl that played Euphoria, to play that role of addictions, depression, and all those different emotions, she had to be in a constant state of a low vibration for longer periods of the day. It affected her, right? There was residual energy that also affected her because she's embodying a role that she's not necessarily in herself, but she is captivating the experience, the emotion, and the reactions that the normal person that was going through that situation would look like. So she had to get therapy for herself. She had to do things for herself to keep herself in alignment, outside of the role that she was playing or being of service to, so she can also live her life. And I feel like with all of this heart chakra here, spirit is reminding you to meditate and to take care of yourself and to go out there and live your life, and remember that you're still showing up for your human role. That's what I feel like spirit is saying. Remember that outside of how you're being of service, sorry about that, it got a little loud. So despite how loud the world may get around you, you still have to give your personal human experience, that role that you're also playing, you have to give it its expression, right, in the world. Otherwise, you're going to feel like you're just depleting, and giving. You have to also remember, outside of, yes, you may receive accolades. Yes, you may receive monetary reciprocity and things like that, but your heart still wants love. Your heart still wants to experience an evolution of that role that you came in as, whatever your name is. I don't care if your name is Saint. I don't care if your name is Yin or Yang. If you came into the world, your, outside of you being of service, your human life still is here to play a role. You're still a active participant, right? So you're going to have your career, you're going to have your the way that you're of service to humanity, and then you're going to have the role of yourself, right? That you're also, your heart also longs to experience. Many of you, like, let's say you're a doctor, or let's say you're a mental health advisor, or you're a counselor, or you're a tarot reader, or you're just someone that does physical, mental, or emotional therapy, counseling. You help people that feel like they don't know what direction to go in. You help bring balance. You could be a Reiki healer. You can just be a hands-on type of approach. Like I said, a veterinarian. You could activate for people. that have, hardly no resources or going through legal issues, whatever service you were called to be in. All right. And I'm just naming a whole bunch that's coming to my mind on the spot. This is telling me that doesn't mean that you can't go out there and work on your body. That doesn't mean that you can't go out there and change up your look, that you can't give the role of whatever your name is, whatever your I am is, its own expression of existence. Okay. Because I feel like this consciousness of lack, like you may have a lot of wisdom, right? You may have a lot of book smarts. You may have a lot of money. You may have a lot of different things, but there's still something that's missing. And I feel like what's missing is some type of phoenix rising that wants to give, like something inside of you wants to be born. And we're going to dive into it with the tarot, but I'm just getting off the oracles itself. I'm seeing makeup artists, hairstylists. I'm seeing, like, you see how she's dressed, fashion. You may want to also do something like, what is that thing called? Up where they walk, up where they, let's stay all day in the sun. Part of your world. You still want to be a part of your world. Yes. Separate from being of service. I feel like you're a veteran at something. You're good at something. Spirit is saying you're good. All right. You are good at whatever it is that you do professionally. You're good at whatever it is that you do spiritually. And you need to give this physical expression a channel. I feel like some of y'all may have like this dancer. You may have like this gift of dancing. And maybe you want to like post all the other creative things that you can do, and it's just for you, it's not for anyone else. This is just you to express yourself. I feel like you may get a lot of pushback where people are trying to put this type of monk or nun type of energy over you, telling you, or like, oh, you're a doctor, you shouldn't be out there dancing and shaking your butt or whatever like that on social media because you're a doctor. No, that's their lack consciousness telling you that you're supposed to fit some type of role, or you're supposed to fit some type of image or narrative in order to be considered aligned with the Most High, in order to be considered balanced. There's that dogma, right? Or that where, when people have that stigma that if you are of service to humanity in any type of way, that you need to look the part and wear the character. That's a position. You understand? With service here, that's a position. That's a point of profession. That's a service. But that does not mean that you are not your own individual. So Spirit is saying you are allowed to be an individual and live your life and travel and express your sexuality, express your gifts and your confidence in all other areas of your life, and share that with the world. Can't nobody tell you that you are not divine. Can't nobody tell you that you are not exemplifying the best representation or the best model for what it is that you're being called to do. I feel like some of y'all may be models as well, and you have a spirit, like it's on your heart to be of service, and maybe you want to still be a doctor, but you want to be a model as well. You have both desires for a reason, and Spirit is saying don't tell yourself for 1 second and listen to those negative thoughts or those negative projections on you, trying to put you in a box. I'm here. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It's so fantastic. You can brush my hair or take me anywhere. Yes. You can, if you say I'm always yours. Divine feminine birthing. Didn't I just say you're giving birth to something? You're giving birth to this divine feminine energy, and it's the expression of you. So in every facet, in every form in which you can express that, Spirit is telling you to do it, right? What did Barbie girl do? She literally, whatever she could imagine, she was it. If you've ever played Barbies as a kid or you've ever grown up doing those types of things, that's the one space where you were able to beat anybody. You were able to envision and use your imagination, and couldn't nobody tell you the physical limitations wasn't yours. Like, Barbie was a doctor, Barbie was a mother, Barbie was a veterinarian. She went to the fucking moon. There's a lot of things that Barbie did, and I feel like I heard Ken. So something about like blue and red, or blue and this blue and pink type of energy. Ooh, I like it. You are shining light into a dark space. There's something about Barbie and Ken here, and true love. Pisces, true love, 4-4 here. Someone could be 44. Yeah, it's like you're manifesting and attuning your perception into a higher frequency, and it's keeping you in alignment with your true love. And I feel like your true love is this source consciousness, because you're able to see it within yourself now, because you can experience God within yourself now. There is nothing that no one can tell you. There's nothing that no one can shame you about or make you feel low. That doesn't mean that they're not going to try. That doesn't mean that they're not going to accuse you of things or demonize you. But you are an expression of what true I am is. You are an expression of what true love is. And this is why you're chosen to be of service. This is why you're chosen to do what it is that you're doing. I don't care if you're a dancer, a model. I don't care if you wear makeup, you wear wigs, whatever it looks like. Can nobody tell you? All right? That you're not qualified, bona fide. You've already been authorized to do something that you're doing. Spirit just needs you to understand that every single time that you're of service to these people, make sure like you take off your armor and you be yourself. Make sure that you let yourself go out and experience love. Make sure that you allow yourself to create all the other endeavors that you desire to do outside of being of service to the world. Like, you can get burnout from that type of shit because they're all using you. And eventually you have to also know, oh yeah, some of y'all are about to meet your person, or maybe you already know who your person is. It doesn't matter if you met them or not. What's coming in for you, Taurus, is your soulmate is coming from this victim mentality. When this soulmate comes into your life, you're the light for them. That's what Spirit is saying. You're the yin to their yang, the yang to their yin. Your soulmate is watching you shine. If they're unable to physically see you, they're experiencing your aura. Okay? They're experiencing your sun and your joy from wherever they are. It doesn't even matter if you guys are in union. This is all spiritual. This is all supernatural. This is all a frequency. And what I see here is when your heart is so open, you mirror back to this person an illumination that's indescribable, and you're channeling confidence, not only in yourself, but it's like a star, like shining so bright that it's blinding a little bit. I can hear your heart crying out for me. And it's because y'all share the same heart. You and this other, like Barbie and Ken, y'all share the same heart. Y'all have the masculine and feminine. Y'all are one. And you're coming into being whole. So this is about to be anchored physically. That's what Spirit is telling me. You may ask yourself, like, do I have the energy to help this person? Do I have the patience for this? And Spirit is saying yes, because all of that answers of how to be of service to this person and also love them reside inside of you. It's in your heart space. It's in your memories. It's in your resonance of where you came from that allows you to know. And it's like God is going to communicate and channel directly through you. You don't have to worry about if you're going to have the right words or if you're going to know what to say. Many of you, like I'm seeing here, your person is coming into your life. And with 7 and 5 here, they're going through a lot of consciousness changes. They're going through a lot of emotional shifts. They are feeling things in their heart chakra that they have never felt before or haven't felt in a long time. They've been lost. With this picture here, they've been lost like in another dimension. They've been separated from their spirit like in a deep slumber or a deep sleep. And it's like you're putting pieces of this person back together again. And the divine is using you as a direct channel, as a clear vessel to be of service and to put divine masculine back together again. Right side up is what I'm hearing. It's almost like this, your divine masculine was dismembered. Okay, dismembered. It could have been in a physical form, dismembered emotionally, separated from their soul, separated from their spirit. But you've activated something in this person. I see this person struggling with if they're good enough for you or not. Yeah, this person has been struggling with if they're good enough for you or not. But the divine is bringing your person in with true love here. They're finna come in and you're finna be shocked. I don't even know if you really understand grasp what's happening right now, but this is physical stability. They're coming to build a solid foundation with you. And with building any foundation, you always build underground before you try to build several stories on top of it. So with all of this attraction and sexual energy and feminine energy and chemistry and magnetism, Spirit is saying that it's not a test for you, Taurus. It's some of y'all may have Venus placements, like you may have Scorpio with all this Pluto energy. You may have Leo in your Venus. You may have Aries in your Venus. You may have Gemini in your Venus. This is giving me like 2, 2, 2 again, but your heart chakra. And Spirit is asking you, Taurus, not to rush and act on the sexual impulses that you are going to feel in connection with this person, like a magnet. You know that when you put two magnets together and you feel everything pulling in. I feel like that's what you're gonna experience when you're in physical contact with this person. Everything inside of you is gonna be screaming. Ooh, it's gonna be screaming. Put it on me. Put it on me. Okay. It's been a long time, and the divine is asking you to, like, all those other short-term connections and karmic partners that you were with in the past, don't repeat the same cycle. Build a solid foundation with this person. Allow the divine to channel through you through a physical form. And I feel like with all of this bold, sassy energy, oh, this is finna be spicy. You hear what I'm saying? This is finna be some of y'all are like sexual healers as well. That's going to be the cherry on top. That's what Spirit is saying. So for all of my sexual healers out there, this aspect that you have is like the cherry on top. Everything else is going to be emotional. A lot of emotions are going to come up. I feel like this is the type of sexual experience when it does happen, you're going to cry. Like, this is the type of shit where y'all may both cry at the same time. Oh my God. Y'all be crying like a little baby. I can hear y'all already. I'm serious. I think I'm playing. All right. Something is being renewed. Yeah, it's like being kids again. All right, with new love. Like, even though this is saying new love, it's like you guys are having a new opportunity at love. It's funny when we were young. You were younger. You were mine. My boo. Look at that. I'm telling you, devotion. Child. All right, I think those want to come out. Devotion still at the bottom. Oh my goodness. All right, for some of you, maybe this person didn't choose you in the past. All right, we don't need to give too many. Spirit says we don't even need to focus about whatever happened in the past. The past don't even matter. All right, so for those of you that are ascending to this level of growth, you're ascending to this level of maturity, and you are rising above the limitations of the supernatural world, the limitations of the past, and you're leaving all of that shit behind you, then you will understand that anything that has happened in the past was meant to happen, and anything that happened in the past as well, there's nothing in the past that you would want to change at this point or do differently. And if you aren't there, this is a invitation to start doing what needs to be done on a spiritual level, doing that inner work and that spiritual work for you to forgive yourself and for you to heal from those experiences so you can step up into your divine calling and take your rightful place. But if you're not in that position, that does not mean that the rest of the Taurian collective is going to be held back. This is the growing pains. It is painful. At this phase, with you being of service in this way, you're coming into this phase of your life where you have no regrets about your past. There's nothing about it that you would want to do differently. And because you're solid in that foundation in yourself, you are now able to receive love from your divine counterpart, whether or not that divine counterpart is on your same my bad, Taurus. So what I was saying before my battery died was whether or not your divine masculine is on your same emotional level, your emotional maturity, because it feels like this is you've gone through that self-love of the Queen of Cups, or energy, whether you're male or female. You've gone through that self-love. You're kind of elevating into this position of confidence, power, resilience, being bold, standing out, showing the world who you are, separate from your purpose in life, separate from your role in life, your position of service, whatever it is that you do for your career and all those things. I feel like you're embarking on this next phase in your journey where you're going through this Queen of Wands experience. So it's going to come with a whole new territory of mastery, self-mastery right now. So we're going to get into these truth cards. Yeah, because I feel like you've mastered the level of, like, you're ascending from the Queen of Cups into the Queen of Wands, and then you'll settle into that true King and Queen of Pentacles type of energy. The bottom of the deck is still devotion. Okay. I feel like at this phase in your life, you're realizing you're trying to play around. This is like, I'm hearing mixology. So you could be a bartender or something to that degree. Like maybe you bartend, or you do something by day and then you do another job or a profession by night. So you may be in this nightlife type of energy. Some of you, if you're not in the nightlife, it feels like You may be taking on a side job or an entrepreneur job outside of your regular profession that really helps you tap into your creativity. And you're going to be very like Queen of Wands energy, a strong businessman, businesswoman. You're going to be very like that fun boss, or that person that, you know, you can have a lot of fun. You can be very stern, but at the same time, when you get to business, you get to business. You know what I'm saying? It's giving a no nonsense type of energy, but it's from a self-empowered type of way. So I feel like in this season, you may be dating and mixing and mingling to see whose chemistry works better for you. You know what I'm saying? What lifestyle. I feel like you're in the season of creating the lifestyle you want to live, manifesting the lifestyle that you want to live. So let's get into your cards. You got new love, I want you, codependency, friendship in reverse, and focused on money. No new friends. I feel like this is telling me like you're gonna have a lot of new offers, people that are coming to you. They want you, they desire you, you are extremely attractive in this season of your life, Taurus. And it has a lot to do with your focus and attention being on your purpose or manifesting this life that you want for yourself. So you're going to be getting a lot of people coming in wanting to test drive. I'm hearing test drive. Okay, because they can see it on you. You're giving like this radiation. I said radiation. You're radiating this vibrant frequency of like sexual, sex appeal, divine feminine energy. They're gonna want to create with you. They're gonna want to put something in you. If you're still of bearing age or capacity, but ultimately, King and Queen of Wands energy is your attention is like focusing on the disciplines and the goals that you have for yourself in order to change your life. That's what I'm seeing here. So there's this energy of you and someone else. You are mirroring each other. You've lost a lot of friends or people in your life, family members that have kind of walked away from you on this journey so far. People that you were hopeful for would have been able to go with you. You're seeing like there's a lot of people that still have codependency tendencies, even friends and family members, and it's like you can't really take them to this side of the fence with you, because you need all your energy to be able to manifest this new life for yourself. I'm also seeing 40 again. 444 is showing up, and then with manifesting multi-dimensional perception and attunement. Yeah, this is why you're not really able to bring certain people with you, is because they're not on the same level with you. They have spiritual limitations when it comes to the way they perceive reality. I also feel like while you're in this state of attraction, you're about to meet a lot of people that are really devoted to you. This is going to be a long-term connection, a long-term partnership that's coming for you, Taurus. You may be contemplating on like, who is this person that wants to talk? There is someone that's coming in that wants to talk to you, and they feel like y'all are meant to be together. I'm picking up love at first sight type of energy, and with law of attraction in reverse and chemistry, it's like this person is saying you may be attracting a lot of people, but they're not on your level. You're going to get fed up with them a lot. King and Queen energy. You're going to be fed up with them. You may be attracting a lot of people, but none of them are going to compare to them. And they want to talk to you because they can see that your light is on. Like this sun here, your light is on, which means a lot of new people are going to want you. This person they know that a lot of people are about to be on your line, or a lot of people are about to be coming in wanting to offer you love. Do this one favor for me. Got way too complicated for me. Everywhere she go, playing my song. Right. So I'm hearing songs. So this person communicates to you through songs. We have contemplation, final shot in reverse. This person is saying it's not over. They're healing, okay? They're allowing whatever healing was meant to be initiated with you, Taurus, to take effect or to be rooted. We have harvest and life partner. This person is saying that they're your life partner. And whatever distance you guys was between the two of you, they're coming in to bridge that gap. That's what I'm telling you. I feel like for some of you, it may feel really complicated. What I can tell you is there's the purpose behind all of this. If that's what you're seeking, like, why is this happening? What's the purpose of this? I feel like now is the season where you get really like raw and truthful with yourself. All right, with true love here, you have to really look at yourself and ask yourself, what are you manifesting? And what perception do you need to take on in order to remain in alignment with what your heart truly desires? The question here is, yes, you can attract as many people as you want, but are they built? Okay? Do they share the same perception as you? Do they desire the same things you desire long term? This is like giving me long term energy. And I feel like that's the reason why Spirit is having you, like you're having a review of everything before this person comes back in. It's like you're getting a review of everything. And you're also getting new people to review as well. Feels like for somebody, I don't know if you're going through like speed dating or online dating. That's not for everybody, but I am seeing that too. Yeah, Spirit is saying now the reason why things were so confusing is because you needed a break to figure out what it is you really want. You know what I'm saying? You needed a break to figure out who and what it is that's suitable for you, that you can build with. And I feel like both of y'all needed to go y'all separate ways so y'all both can figure out what y'all both want. Do y'all want each other? Do y'all want a different lifestyle? Are y'all manifesting in alignment with each other? Do y'all seek the same long-term goals and things like that? And yeah, so there is remorse here. Yeah, this is spiritual alignment. Spiritual alignment for sure. Taurus, you have to know this person is coming in. I'm seeing a second chance here. Something was a false start. It was false from the sense of like it wasn't able to go anywhere when it happened in the past. You know what I'm saying? But you've always held a place, or y'all always held a place in each other's heart. So it has to come back around with justice here. So you guys will know if this is something that you really want. Let me see. Apprehension. I'm picking up apprehension or being worried about something, being apprehensive and worried about miscommunication or not coming off the right way. I feel like there's this energy of in the near future, it's like I don't want to come off the wrong way, because we're switching from emotions into more like fire energy. So someone's afraid that they may come off the wrong way. So they're going to be like very careful. That's the energy, that because they don't want to come off as being codependent. They don't want to come off as being someone that is taking your love for granted. So I feel like this is someone that is reviewing how they treated other people in the past. They're reviewing how they treated you in the past, and they're really trying to intentionally come in and make sure that they are not trying being possessive over you. They really trying to make sure that they're not giving off the wrong impression and like triggering your spidey senses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like they don't want to hurt you. So they're going to be very like careful. This person seems like they're being very careful with how they handle you. Because it's a fragile situation. And since they do desire for it to be successful and it to be worthwhile, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Someone may be coming in as well that's attracted to you, Taurus, and they want to partner with you. I'm picking up this partnership energy. 3 of Pentacles, collaboration, partner, and things like that. I feel like that may be how they break the ice. That's what I'm picking up on. It's because they are a little worried. You know what I'm saying? They're a little worried, but they are coming in to communicate, potentially like partnering with each other in some way. Yeah, they would love to partner with you as an opportunity. So someone's coming in to offer some type of business opportunity or something like that. If this person was approaching you in the past as the individual that maybe had it all, and they were coming off like they don't need anybody, they don't want anybody, and things like that, if that's the reason why they rejected you, they're coming in way more emotional. Yeah, they're coming in way more emotional. They're coming in to smooth things over with you. Got the world card twice. I'm telling you. But it feels like they may come in from a professional standpoint, and this is their way of manifesting a new beginning with you, is to take a professional approach and to be very patient. It's like they have to temper themselves because they're like, just in case I have to come in this way, just in case Taurus denies me, just in case Taurus rejects me, that I don't walk away with my tail between my legs, you know. But it's like I can't continue to have Taurus stuck in my mind and not close it for the better. So it's like we have to close this situation for the better for the both of us. So for some of you, it's going to be in the form of closure based off of how you, whatever truth that holds for you, y'all may decide to just be friends. And for others of you, you may decide to make it more. It's just going to be a matter of what you genuinely want to align with. Oh, man. Okay, so children could be involved here. Could be controlling baby mama, baby daddy. I feel like you have someone coming in to block as well. There's something to do with long distance. Ooh, you got a lot going on here. And I tell you, in the future, it seems to be like work. Keep something like work and business. I do feel like someone here, whether this is you, Taurus, or someone else, you have open relationship, you have work, female friendship. Someone may want to collaborate with you. For someone here, I'm definitely seeing polygamy if you're into that. So you have true love and twin flame. I feel like this is 2 separate people. Okay, but this is an invitation. Someone wants to court you, but more than one person wants to court you. There's a connection that was short term due to a short fling. There's a connection that ended before it could even get started because they were working on their career. There's a connection as well, um, where they travel. So you have like 3, 4 different connections of people that want to connect with you. It's going to be difficult for you to choose, Taurus. I mean, maybe you have it all figured out and kudos to you, but someone wants to build with you. Someone wants to build with you. You have family, you have children, you have friendships here. So you got a lot going on in the realm of love. And you have more than one person coming in. I feel like for some of you that cut yourself loose from one situation for another, that situation is maybe coming in as well, or this may be happening to your person, but it's a lot going on. Spirit, what's your closing message to Taurus? What do you need Taurus to know? So what's your advice to Taurus in regards to this? So your advice, Taurus, from Spirit is to use your discernment and to know, to make sure that you are clear on exactly what it is that you want, because you have detachment, revenge, and versatility. You don't need any of these connections to be able to perform and show up for yourself. We know that. But what Spirit wants you to make sure is that you're not cutting off your head in spite of something in the past that has you still stuck. So no matter what these people are coming in and offering you, Spirit is saying, if you know that your heart is in love with someone, make sure that you're not cutting off yourself emotionally because of whatever you had to detach yourself from the past, that you prevent yourself from mastering yourself the way that you need to master yourself and being honest with what you genuinely want and where you are at. Because I feel like this is kind of turning the camera back on you a little bit, where Spirit is saying that based off of how you had to detach yourself from the past situation, you may be emotionally blocked. Where it's like, now that this person is coming to you, you may feel like you're too high for your breeches now. And now that where you're just allowing them to come in, or you want them to come, manifesting them back into your life because you want to be able to make them feel how they made you feel. And that's what you call spite and revenge, right? 2 wrongs never make a right. So if you don't want this person, utilize this time as a space to get the closure that you need without having to seek revenge, without having to be spiteful. But if you know that you're still in love with this person and you haven't completely healed from them, and you do want to be with them, then it's time for you to admit that to yourself before anyone else. Because just being emotionally detached and saying like, oh, I don't care, or I don't want to be with this person, and then secretly fantasizing over them, is you're just hurting yourself. Because this person is going to come in to make it right. And then they're also saying, be fair, right? Don't go out of your way and do extra shit to prove to this person your worth. You don't have to do none of that. With versatility here, you don't got to start performing and entertaining this person and putting on, because that's a clear indication of a worth issue. Be yourself, right? That's what Spirit is saying. In this season, utilize this as an opportunity. Don't stop doing none of the things that you would normally do for yourself. And remain excited. Put yourself on that pedestal. And I feel like all of this power, I feel like you're learning how to utilize and channel all of this power channeling through you without allowing it to consume you and reverse the situation, right? Because you know what? Sometimes when you are really tapping into this power energy, self-empowerment, you can become hyper independent, where you start treating people like shit, and then it's like, oh, that's a turn off. And really what happens is you let that person really walk away like, I dodged a bullet, because that person, Taurus, was not as much of a good person as I thought they were. They're actually, you know, their head is big, and from the degree of, that's how you can come off energetically. Energy don't lie. So when you're so detached from your heart space, it's unattractive, is what it's pretty much saying. You can look good, you can have it all together, you can make a nice comeback, but, and that's great, I'm all for empowerment, but if it starts to make you look ugly from the inside energetically, to the point where it's hard for anyone to damn love you or show you appreciation without you looking at it from a state of, oh, what you trying to do to me? You know what I'm saying? I don't need you. I don't need you. Let someone fucking be nice to you. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone is trying to control you or be in their ego. The problem is you don't trust yourself. Speculation can turn into pessimism, and pessimism leads to a whole nother fucking 7 deadly sins, and it will affect your health. Yeah. When life throws you lemons, you make fucking lemonade. But when you start letting it make your heart cold, and you no longer optimistic and all the other shit, then at that point the ego has won, and you are you're in your own fucking world. Because you're so damn defensive and guarded and closed off, and next thing you know, you running into impulsive situations, running from this, and the cycle repeats itself, and it's like a stuck on a loop. So Spirit is saying, just make sure that you listening to your heart, and stop feeling like your heart is deceiving you. When you are disconnected from your heart, you are not listening to source. You are not listening to God. You are listening to the ideals of your identity, your ego, and your shame, and your guilt, and your feeling like you failed, and all that other shit. But whoever is in this energy of you're being optimistic, whoever's in this energy of I'm being exhausted and being excited and optimistic about the love that's coming towards me, and I'm open to all the great fortune and the doors that is being brought my way. You're going to get all types of flavors, good, bad, and ugly, but don't let it close your heart. Continue being optimistic. They're going to come in, enjoy it while they're there, and let them go when they leave. You don't got to contemplate too hard about it. Spirit is saying the moment that you attune to exactly what it is that you want, the rest of the confusing, what should I do, how should I do it, the whole burden, the chip on your shoulder, all of that will fall away, and you don't even have to worry. It's just like, wake up every day with the intention to be surprised. Okay, Spirit saying you got to work on that. Wake up every day with the excitement to be surprised. And you may not know everything. You may not know when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, but that's the beauty of miracles and magic. So let the magic do what it does. Taurus, I'm sending you lots of love, wisdom, and guidance on your journey. As always, y'all know I close with my favorite animal deck. And you have honey come around my way, around my hive. Whenever mama say so, mama say. You have B community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Period. Taurus, I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Toodles.